What's going on, Brrrn fam? My name is Bryan, and I've got a 20-minute beginner cardio sculpt class for you. So what are you going to need? Just that Brrrn board and your booties. That is it. Make sure you have some water nearby or some sort of liquid that you prefer to drink while you work out, and we're going to have some fun. Now, don't worry, this is a beginner series class, so it's going to be a little bit slower pace. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get a great workout. It just means that we're going to be focusing more on our form and making sure that we're getting the most out of each movement. But we got to get warmed up before we hit all the fun stuff. So go ahead and join me here. Make sure you got plenty of space. We're going to get our feet wider than shoulder width, and we're going to shoot our hips back. Hands come to your knee, and you're going to pulse it here 1 or 2 times, and then switch to the other side. So these are some lateral hip openers here. You want to think about pushing that butt back as you sink down into those hips. Play around here. Maybe you can get your feet a little bit wider and sink a little deeper. I like to add the little pulse in so it's not a static stretch. Add a little bit of dynamics to it, but do whatever feels right for you. Go ahead. Now this warm-up is going to be a little on the short side because our first section is going to be considered sort of an extended warm-up. But you'll see me when we get there. I love a good surprise. 3, 2, 1, bring those feet together. We're going to go into rotations. You're going to have your arms about level with your shoulders. You're going to twist, pivot your outside foot, squeeze your glutes. So we're pivoting on that toe and getting a nice squeeze through that glute as we twist here. Perfect. So we are going through 3 main sections today. We're going to hit each section twice and move on. That is it. That's what you can expect from today. I love it. A nice little pairing. Move in and out. I love efficiency. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Great. Let's go ahead and get ready to get moving. So we're going to start off. Make sure you got plenty of room. I'm going to move my stuff a little bit more. We've got some squats with a leg lift. From there, we're going to be getting down onto the floor. So if you want, you can have your mat nearby. Just keep that in mind. We will be laying down. So to start things off, we got a squat with a leg lift. So we're going to make sure our feet are about shoulder width apart. You're going to push those hips back. Chest stays up. You stand up, lift one leg up to the side, squeeze your glute. Join me here. Let's go. Now we're alternating that leg when we stand up. Squat. Leg lift up to the side. Good. Now you want to make sure you're squeezing that cheek every time you lift that leg up. And make sure you are nice and centered as you squat down. Chest stays up. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. Keep that going. Like I said, we will be getting onto the floor for the next 2 moves that we're going to focus on here. 2 times through, and then we move on. Perfect. You got another 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go ahead and lay it on down. You're going to plant your feet on the ground. We are going to go into some hip thrusts here. So I'm going to activate those glutes a bit more. You're going to drive through your heels, squeeze your booty up for a second or 2, bring it back down to the ground. But the floor is lava, so we push it right back up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring it back down. Tap the floor. Bloop. Right back up. Now think about tucking in that tailbone. What do I mean? You want to think about tilting towards your belly button here, right? So we're squeezing our butt. We're getting rid of any arch in our back. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press as high up as you can, pressing those heels hard to the floor. That is why I have my toes up. It helps me to remember to drive through those heels, and I get a little more activation. Good, couple more seconds here. Next up, we got some crunches. Stay here for another 5 seconds. Good, you've got 3, 2, 1. All right, you can keep your feet planted. Hands will go behind your head or in front of you. We're just going to press our lower back against the floor and crunch those shoulders up and down. So join me here. If you have those arms in front of you, that's another great option to make sure you're not pushing against your head. We don't want to push our head and strain our neck here. If your hands are behind your head, they're just resting there. Otherwise, you can keep them forward, thinking about pressing that lower back against the floor, shoulders come up and right back down. Now, as you're breathing, you want to breathe out as you come up so that we're getting that contraction in our core. as deep as we can. We love that. We want to get the most bang for the buck, right? Good. Couple more seconds here. We're going to go through that all again. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, make your way to your feet. Nice and slow. Don't need to get dizzy, just standing up, right? So meet me here. We're going to go back to our squat with that lateral leg raise, whatever leg you want to start with. So make sure those feet are about shoulder width apart. We do the same thing we did before. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat, chest stays up. Lift that leg up to the side. Perfect. Good. You want to think you're sitting down in your favorite chair. Push that booty back. We feel for it. Maybe it's the middle of the night. You got to go to the bathroom, but you don't want to turn the lights on. Yeah? How would you sit down? You're like, nice, slow, controlled. Where is it? Sometimes I like to envision a beanbag chair because those tend to be a lot lower than a regular chair. We want to squat deep here, so try to get nice and low. Perfect. 10 more seconds. We're going to be laying it back down. Good. You got 3, 2, 1. Lay it on down. Great. Get set up. We got that glute bridge. This time we're going to add on to it. So make sure you're driving through those heels. We press it on up, and you're going to lift one leg up, bring it down, other side, and then bring those hips back to the floor. Join me here. Drive up. It's a nice slow march. As you lift that leg, you want to think about keeping those hips up. They're going to want to sink down to the ground. So try to press through that leg that's still on the floor. There we go. Perfect. Now you can alternate what leg you start with, or you can stay with the same one. That is up to you. Choose your own adventure. I miss those books. Good. Speaking of childhood, y'all ever do weird stuff when you were a kid? I'm sure you did. We all have, right? I mean, I still continue to do weird stuff. But the other day, I was just thinking about how I used to eat margarine straight from the tub. Just take a spoon, plop it in there, and eat margarine. I know, gross, disgusting, but this is a safe space, right? I'm also the same kid who used to pour a pile of salt on a plate and dip my fries into the salt. And look at us now. Who's to say I still don't do weird things? I definitely don't do that, so I will say that much. I do not consume margarine by the spoonful. 3, 2, 1. All right, get yourself set up. We got those crunches. Now this time, you can keep your feet planted, or if you want, you can turn it into a dead bug variation. That just means that your legs are going to be here at a 90-degree angle as you crunch up. Again, your hands go behind your head or in front of you in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That's it. Good. Press that lower back down. There you go. Now keep that going, focusing on your breathing. Yes. Awesome. Now we're going to be getting on the board after this, so keep that in mind. We're going to be putting those booties on and getting things a little more accelerated, if you will. We'll be getting that heart rate up just a bit more. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and sit it on up. Grab some water if you need it. Otherwise, just go ahead and put your booties on. I love to put my booties on while I am sitting down because that is the safest way to put them on. Last thing I need mid-workout is to hobble on over in my home, take a tumble. Not today. So get those booties on. If you need to wipe yourself down, feel free and meet me on the board. Alrighty, so this is section 2 of 3. You're gonna start on one side of the board. Make sure those feet are together. We're gonna start with a tall slide. If you've never done a tall slide before, it's the basic slide that we usually start with to get acquainted with that board, right? So you're going to have your hands on your hips. You're gonna lift one foot up, press against that board, come to the other side. Join me. Now, as you get comfortable here, you can speed it up a little bit if you want. You can also have your hands at your sides to help you out swing across. Now you want to try to stay in the middle of that board, stay nice and centered. If you can, try to keep your eyes forward Or if you need, you can spot yourself. It's all right if you need to spot check and make sure you're staying in the center of that board, right? From here, we're going to be hitting a sprinter slide, which means we're going to be pushing our hips back, bringing our chest down, and swinging our arms. So keep these going. Watch me. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Push those hips back. We're going to swing that arm as we slide across, keeping it low the entire time. 3, 2, 1. Join me here. Let's go. So these are slow sprinters. We tend to use sprinters to hijack our heart rate, get it elevated, and really push ourselves. But here I want you to just get comfortable in this position. Nice and controlled. Eyes are looking forward. Always make sure you're bringing those feet together on either side of that board. Perfect. Good. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Relax. Great. Let's go ahead and make our way to one side of the board. Meet me here. You're going to keep both feet on that board. We're doing reverse lunges. So as you bring your leg back, you're going to lift your arms up overhead. Knee comes down. Come back center and do the other leg. Join me here. Let's go. So slide it on back. Bend that knee. Stand up. Reset. Good. So super important to make sure you're staying nice and centered here on that board, so your foot doesn't slide off. Don't be afraid of bending that back knee down. Tap that board. If bringing your arms up is too much, it's okay to keep them on your hips. That's totally fine. Do what works for you. Good. Perfect. A couple more seconds here. Taking it nice and slow. Next up, we've got some lateral lunges that we're going to be hitting. Same rules will apply. It's all about that control. Good, good, good. Keep it here, keep it here, keep it here. You got another 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, turn forward. One foot comes off the board, other one stays on. You're going to bring your arms out in front of you as you slide that leg out. Keep it nice and straight. Hold it for 2 seconds at the bottom. Stand it up. Meet me here. Let's go. So nice and slow. Hold it for 2, 1, stand it up, reset. That is it. Keep those toes pointed forward. Feel like I'm on a plane. Your exits are here and here. Good, keep that chest up. Now again, if having those arms involved is a little too much for you, you can put them here. You can put them right in front of you. That is perfectly fine. Tune into your body and do what feels right for you right now, yeah? Good. Keep that going. Couple more seconds. Yes. We're going to be going right into a plank position, and then we have some rest. You've got another 5 seconds. We have a forearm plank in 3, 2, 1. Great. Both feet on that board. You're going to come on down, arms off the board, elbows on the floor. We're just going to hold this plank here. Just hold it here. Join me. Squeeze those glutes. Now, if you're getting used to being in a plank position, I want you to go back and forth between having your knees down. Hold it there for a few seconds. Bring it back up. Hold it for a few seconds. See how long you can keep those knees off the board. Come back down when you need that quick little break, that modification, and then bring it back up. Breathe. That is it. Come on, Brrrn. All right, you got it. 5 seconds. Hold it, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Woo. Wipe yourself down if you need to. We're going to be back on our feet. We do that all again. So meet me on that board. We got tall slides from the beginning. I'll give you a couple more seconds here. Deep breath in. Tall slides. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lift that foot. Push off the bumper. Yes. Now you want to get a good push off that bumper so you make sure you make it all the way to the end of that board, right? Nothing's worse than coming about here and having to squeegee your way on over, right? So really push off of that leg. Use that arm to help you out if you can. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Woo. I'm starting to feel my heart rate go up a little more. I love it. I feel way more warm than in the beginning. I feel like I could tackle the world. Hopefully you're with me. We've just got a few more moves to get through and we'll be done. Now we're going to be going through that sprinter slide again. Remember, it's a nice little hinge. We bring our chest down and we use those arms to help us out. In 3, 2, 1. Push that butt back. Keep that chest down. Look ahead and just breathe. No need to go fast, only if you want to. Otherwise, you can stay with me or you could go slower. Make sure those feet come together on each end. Yes, come on. There we go. Awesome work. You're gonna meet me on the side of your board in 3, 2, 1. Good, face the side. We go into those reverse lunges again. So those arms come up as you slide back, or you can keep them down. We're going in 5 seconds. Deep breath in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yes, keep that balance, come on. Woo. Think of yourself on that roller coaster, hands up for the picture, just for that picture. Yes, come on. Slow and controlled. Keep space between those feet. You don't want to be going on a tightrope here. So if your feet are directly aligned with each other, you're going to find yourself a little unstable and harder to stay upright, right? So keep some space between those feet. Good. You got another 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it out. One foot comes off. It should be the other foot from our first round, right? So we can work that other leg. We got that lateral lunge with that hold at the bottom. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Nice and slow. Hold it for 2, 1. Bring it on up. Bring it on up. Come on. Yes. Give me that hold. I'm asking for that hold at the bottom if you can. Try not to go in and out. We want to make ourselves comfy for a while. There we go. Keep those toes pointed forward. Again, with those arms. If you feel uncomfortable keeping them out, you can bring them in. You can have them on your hips. Make it a little sassy. Whatever feels right to you. Good, 10 more seconds here. Keep breathing. Push that booty back. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Ooh, that leg. Ooh. All right, come on down. We got that plank. Get those arms off the board. Meet me here. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Good. Nice strong shoulders. Squeeze that butt. Remember, you can drop those knees if you need to, but I want you to get used to being on those toes. So hold it here for a few seconds and then come back up onto those toes. Stay for as long as you can. Fight it, fight it, fight it. And then if you need to drop. Take that deep breath, reset, and say, you know what? I can do another one. And go for it. Squeeze that butt, squeeze that butt. Come on. Hold it, hold it. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. All right, wipe yourself down. We've come to the last section, so careful off that board. Grab your water if you need it. We're going to start with push-ups. I did not stutter, push-ups. They're so important. So we're going to be starting off with our push-ups, and then we've got tall slides and sprinters. This is the last section. So we're going to be starting off on the side of our board, hands on that bumper or off, whatever you are more comfortable with. We're going to bring that chest on down, press up into that high plank. Now, if you got to do these on your knees, that's perfectly fine. I want you to find your high plank first, then drop your knees, and that is your perfect starting position. Squeeze your butt, keep your tailbone tucked in, you go down and up. So meet me here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push-ups. You keep those elbows tucked in, bring that chest on down, press it up. Take your time between these. There's no need to prove yourself to anyone, right? It's just you and me here. So we want to focus on that form. Take your time at the top. Go for that next one. Every rep you do, it's just adding to building up that strength, that endurance, and making you a better version of yourself, right? Good. Try to go for one more here, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring those feet in. Stand it on up. Tall slide whenever you're ready. Just go right into it. Good. So we're used to it. We've done these before. We know exactly what to expect. We got tall slides and sprinters. Then we're going to go back and do those push-ups again and finish with these slides. That is it. We're almost at the end here. But first, we have those sprinter slides. In 3, 2, 1. Push that butt back. Let's go. Keep it nice and low. Remember, you want your feet to come together on each end of that board. Breathe. I know, it can be tough staying in this low position, especially when we're not used to it. Focus on that breathing. We tend to want to hold that breath, and that's not going to help us or do us any good, right? Good. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Meet me on the side of your board. We got those push-ups one more time. So come on down. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to get set up. All right, hands are on that bumper or on that floor. You can start on your knees. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bring that chest down. Press, press, press through those palms. Whew. You want to think, nice deep breath on the way down. Breathe out as you press up. You want to think about blowing that floor away from you. Good. Couple more seconds. These are your last push-ups. Get them in. Come on. Not asking for too many today. It's 2 rounds. We love that number. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Slide those feet in right into your tall slide whenever you're ready. This is it. Final countdown. Join me here. Come on. We just have these in the sprinters, and that's it. 20 minutes. Let's go. Side to side. Now with this last set of sprinter slides, if you can, if you've got that gas in the tank, I want you to add a little intensity. Speed it up just a little bit. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Sprinter slides. Push those hips back. Let's go, Brrrn fam. 20-minute cardio sculpt. We're almost there. Woo. Keep moving. Don't give up now. Not on the last move. Come on. Slide, slide, slippity slide. That's it. Stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Step off that board, nice and careful. If you need, you can take a knee. Focus on that breathing. Look at that, it's done. Give yourself a pat on the back or the booty, whatever feels right today. Again, my name is Bryan. Hopefully I will see you here soon. Take care.